Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Scott with KC Blade Drip, and we're bringing today from the deepest, the darkest depths of the ocean, a very, very special requested treat. We have a grail knife that's the Excalibur of knives. We have the unicorn that up until now, most people have not been able to see, witness, nor have they believed in. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further delay, swimming up to us is the Boker Magnum Rainbow Mermaid. All right. So if you're still with me, enough of the dramatic introductions. Glad you're here. Thank you for taking the time to hit play and watch another video here where we do what we like to do. We talk about knives, you guys listen, and you know, I always, 100% of the time, I'm over 50% right. And what we do is every knife has a story. We tell that story to the most that we can. And yeah, that's kind of what we do. It's midday here. It's another rainy, cloudy day, but it's sun shining on the inside, baby. All right, if you're on Instagram, give me a follow if you want on KC Blade Drip. Have some amateur photography, and I tried to bring out a little bit of my artistic side, and I think some pretty cool stuff on there to check out. Okay, so here we go. And compliments of Blade HQ. I actually got this sticker with another knife. They threw it in there for me. And I really thought that was cool because I had this to be unboxed, which is the Boker Magnum Rainbow Mermaid. But I had not unboxed it. I wanted to actually kind of play with it a little bit. Well, that's what she said. Kind of wanted to put it in pocket, have it in my hand, see what my opinions and thoughts were on this. It kind of is known as being a grail knife. And once I first was looking for this to actually get it, look at that. The luscious rainbow. Man, that's beautiful. I don't know. Some people have kind of given me a little bit of crap saying that they don't like it because of the rainbow color. But like I said, it's had kind of a following to it. But I was not to digress. I started looking for this knife because I had seen people talk about it. And I thought, oh man, this thing is probably going to be hard to get. I know the Desert Warrior from Boker, that thing I can't find, and I would like to have one of those in my collection as well. This one, it's readily available. I found it easy. It's like $25 or $30, so it's not expensive to get your hands on a mermaid, guys, if you're looking to do so. Now, just kind of like almost a disclaimer, it is in a way a novelty. I wouldn't have any intentions of using this, scratching it, digging, putting this to hard use. It's more just a collector's piece, something that will be talked about, passed around at parties, and thrown into the ocean again. Well, no, I won't throw it into the ocean, but it'll be talked about, and she'll be a beauty. She'll be the princess of my collection. So, I purchased it. It was like $26, $27, something like that. Relatively cheap. I got this, I would say, a week ago maybe. And like I said, it's by Boker. Boker's actually, they've got some good stuff. I've got to try to think here for a second. I've got another one or two possibly that I think are waiting to be unboxed that I'm going to do on Mystery Mail Call in the future. But all of my thoughts as far as Boker is that it's a hell of a company. I mean, and they've got a lot of different styles, types of knives, and I hear a lot of good things. So I'm kind of excited anyways. With that, now this is a full, as far as and you can see it here on the blade, this is 440A stainless steel. Okay, so I mean, it's not, you're right. Yeah, you're not getting something that's going to be the best steel. It just ain't gonna happen. You have a nice, sleek rainbow finish. It could be a rainbow bright. It could be Reading Rainbow. It could be Splash with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah. Is this your splash? Da 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 da. Oh wait. Again, guys, I'm all over the place. Did I ever tell you that? So, looking at the knife itself, looking at her, it's hard not to get mesmerized. Okay, so the handle, let's just go by looking at aesthetically. I mean, you have the mermaid here. The fishtail goes down to the flipper. Now, one thing to know, whenever you have this closed, when you flip it, it's not a strong flipper right here. You have to give it just a little flick, or I do with my wrist. Now, it's kind of loosened a little bit as I've flicked it out. It's kind of loosened up a little bit. But see, sometimes you'll still need to give it a little flick of your wrist. This is a liner. So as you can see inside here, we've got the lockup. Kind of a thin, thin piece of steel here, which is, of course, leaves the outside of the handle still in full view. Again, this isn't like a hard, heavy duty, real EDC knife, as you can tell. So it's a liner lock. You do have tip down. Now, there's no other option as far as carrying this thing if you decide to put it in your pocket. So this is the way you're going to get it. Now, as far as the carry goes, it's kind of a long clip. I mean, you put this in your pocket here and you've got quite a bit that's hanging down of colorful, yummy goodness here. So I like the width. I like the style. I just wish it wasn't as long. Again, I can deal with it. I'm not going to actually put this in my pocket and carry it. So let's for shits and giggles, let's do some measurements here, like we try to do. And since I'm not going to stand here and look at stats for you and bore the living crap out of you, I hope. Let's look here. I think the blade itself, oh my, 3.5 cutting edge. It's a little bit more, I think, about maybe, than that, but I'm going to go with 3.5. The handle itself, you're looking at total length at right about 5, maybe 5 1/8, if you want to be exact. So that's just me kind of tail of the tape. So let's go ahead and, as I like to do as well, we're going to weigh this lady. I'm sorry, honey, we gotta weigh you. Gotta pull out the scale. Don't worry, I'll subtract a little bit for you. So this is 6.7. Oh, I'm sorry. This is 5.4. Okay. So it's heavy. I mean, it's kind of heavy for what you have in your hand. So it's a little heavier when you put it in your pocket, or if you pull it out, you can feel the weight in your hand. So that's kind of tail of the tape as far as what I'm going to go through on size. And then we did go over the clip. There is some holes here, just kind of added detail. You have some interesting little design. Looks like milling in the handle, kind of like a scale, or kind of like a fish scale, I guess. You have holes along the top as well. I think this is maybe just for a little bit of weight reduction and for style. This almost goes into what looks like a tail on the end. The spine, it's an open through design here. So, I mean, if you have it in your pocket, you shouldn't have any problem with any lint or anything getting in here. And if you did, you could just blow it out because it's all open for you. So you got that. Now, as far as contouring on the tail, you do have, a few screws here, not a lot, that are holding it together with your back spacers, 3 of them. Kind of not really jimping, but like a groove along the spine here. So when you put it in your hand, you do feel that. But it's in no way, for me, uncomfortable. I wouldn't say that that's uncomfortable at all. So that's fine. I mean, for what the knife is. And then, kind of swoops down here to the tail. Little jimping here at the bottom. Well, actually, it's not necessarily. It's more of like a cutout. Now, there is no jimping on the spine here because this is where we have our lady. Lady, special lady. I know, I quit. I got fired from that job singing at the nightclub. So yeah, there's no jimping on top. So if you were to carry this and use it, your finger would kind of be on slippery ground right here. So I think I heard her giggle. So no jimping. And then on the bottom here, you do have a little bit on your lock bar. I guess it's the liner, but you do have like a little jimping here. And that's kind of sharp. I mean, it's a little sharp, and when you put your finger to push it over, it's just a little bit. If you were, now moving this over a few times and flicking this a few times, my finger did get a little bit kind of tender from that. So if you keep on flicking it out or doing the wrist action thing here and moving it over, you probably would notice that. But on the frame itself or the blade, there's no real jimping or any, areas to get traction. Overall, it feels a little slippery except for the design on the handle here. Okay, one thing too now, I'm going to kind of show you, I wear a large glove. When we go to lock into it, okay, and grab it. Now the thing is, if you look right here towards the bottom, this is kind of where your pinky's going to go. Obviously your index finger's up here. So if I go and I lock in, it kind of pushes my pinky in. I don't know if it's because of the size of my hand, which it could be, but so when I grab it, my hand feels a little squished, like my knuckles, because they're forced to go into this handle like that. So it feels like they're pushed together a little bit. Now, it's not so much that it's uncomfortable, but I do feel that that's squished in like that a little bit. You are locked in. Like this is, I mean, you're tight in the handle. That's what she said. But you're tight here, but it's just a little bit of a squeeze on your hand. Not enough to be uncomfortable though. So, let's see, we got some holes that actually look like maybe bubbles along the blade here. A really, really pretty rainbow-like finish all over the knife, the handle, the blade. I know, buddy, I'll let you outside in just a little bit. Just hang on there. Don't make a bunch of noise while I'm filming this video. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm glad you took the time, if you're still with me, to, check the knife out. Again, it's the Boker Magnum Rainbow Mermaid. She's trying to swim away on me. But pay attention to our vets, guys. They gave everything they could to serve this country. We wake up every day in the best damn country in the world. We owe that to our vets. They're the ones that helped keep us free and that gave us this freedom to be able to say what we feel, think, to protest if that's what you choose to do. And you're standing for causes and carrying knives or guns or whatever. We are able to do that because our vets fought for us to be able to have those rights. And also the little furry people. I just got done talking to my guy here. Love them up. Give them a hug. Their lives are shorter. And, make sure that they're spayed or neutered or not just running wild. And because there's lots of them that need homes. So make sure we're doing that as well. And, man, look at that. Going out of the picture. Oh, man. Follow me on Instagram if you like to. Like this video if you like the video. Subscribe to my channel. If you don't like my channel or video, you can still subscribe. I'm not going to tell anybody. We'll keep it as our secret. And thank you. I'm going to be coming at you with more content. I've got so much more stuff to be doing in the horizon. That's right, buddy. I sure do. And this is Scott. I'm out.